The United States' unclear crypto policies have led businesses like Ripple to explore investing outside the nation. Brad Garlinghouse has claimed the Ripple CEO advised the U.S. to follow the U.K. and Singapore. How do you think this will affect the cryptocurrency and the U.S. economy? We will answer these questions in today's video. According to newly disclosed court filings in the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, Ripple is said to have paid 6 exchanges between $1 million and $5 million to list XRP. In light of these allegations, Ripple's chief technology officer, David Schwartz, has issued a response to provide some light on the situation. Schwartz elaborated in response to a conversation started by the anonymous self-proclaimed detective scam detective. Remember that in the newly published court filings, Exhibit 220 was highlighted by the crypto basic as evidence that there are reasonable reasons to assume that XRP does not satisfy the Howey test. If this came from the SEC itself, some supporters have said it would be game over for the agency. However, Mark Fagel, a former attorney for the SEC, has said unequivocally that the SEC did not author the paper. Scam Detective has recently tweeted about this as well, but he also claimed that a legal company drafted the agreement on behalf of Grayscale Investments. Scam Detective said that the legal firm's conclusion that XRP is not a security was supported, in part, by the fact that Ripple does not facilitate XRP trading on the secondary market. However, recent findings suggested that Ripple spent between $1 million and $5 million to 6 exchanges in 2017 to list XRP. Scam Detective determined that the Grayscale XRP Investment Trust dissolved in January 2020. 1. Due to these charges. According to the accusations, Ripple has been after Coinbase for years to offer XRP. In answer, Schwartz provided some clarity on the situation's complexities. The assertions made are, he stressed, only allegations, and the truth is far more nuanced. Schwartz provided an example to illustrate the processes that may underlie such claims. He elaborated that Ripple may initially choose not to pay a hefty price requested by an exchange in order to list XRP. The only way Ripple could utilize the exchange for auto purposes and force XRP's listing on the platform is if it subsequently discovers a chance to develop a worthwhile payment connection with that exchange, in which case it would pay for the integration fees. Instead of only listing XRP, this payment would help Ripple achieve its greater aim of increasing its on-demand liquidity (ODL) service. Schwartz made it clear that this is just conjecture. He stressed that litigants often make charges in the most negative light imaginable without really contradicting the truth. He warned against taking the charges at face value and emphasized the need for a balanced assessment. You may recall that claims appeared in the past suggesting that Ripple paid exchanges like Coinbase to list XRP. Notably, this month, Scam Detective questioned Schwartz how much Ripple paid Coinbase to include XRP, reviving long-standing suspicions first reported in a Bloomberg piece in 2018. The story of Coinbase listing XRP is the only story I most wish I could tell that I can't, Schwartz said at the time. Pro-XRP lawyer John E. Deaton just tweeted to his 272.4 followers about the U.S. federal court's long-awaited hearings and decisions. In reaction to Coinbase's chief legal officer Paul Grewal's tweet, Deaton predicted a big day for crypto on Wednesday. Grewal's tweet listed tomorrow's amazing activities. The SEC's hearing on Binance's asset freeze, the HINMAN papers, and Coinbase's appeal were the events. The SEC filed a request to freeze Binance's assets the week before, affecting hundreds of accounts. USEUS, District Court for the District of Columbia, will hear the case on June 13, 2020. 3. On Wednesday, the contentious HINMAN papers are anticipated to change the SEC-Ripple conflict. Deaton tweeted that the papers will greatly affect the SEC's litigation against Ripple and other exchanges. Coinbase petitioned the SEC for regulatory clarity. The Third Circuit ordered the SEC to reply within 7 days, which is anticipated to be June 13. Grewal said, "Not every federal court day is eventful in crypto, but tomorrow is." Deaton replied to Grewal that former U.S. President Donald Trump's arraignment will also take place tomorrow. According to reports, Trump landed in Florida for his first court appearance on June 13 after being indicted for mishandling national security secrets. He was accused with not helping the authorities retrieve the paper. An XRP and Ripple devotee tweets Ripple's filings again this morning. The filing is on Court Listener. The sexy V's Ripple case was highlighted on Twitter with this screenshot. The tweet above shows Ripple's filings crucial information. Following the HINMAN documents revelation, the SEC-V's Ripple lawsuit will likely have a major confrontation tomorrow. Twitter also posted a Securities and Exchange Commission v. Ripple Labs Inc. complaint. Big cases bot uploaded Doc 827, declaration in support of motion. Cyril then gives traders special techniques to tank their research productivity. First, DeFi fans need Token Terminal. This program collects blockchain and dApp financial statistics, including sales, earnings, and user growth. Cyril claims this helps traders make data-driven judgments. Both tweets received overwhelming support and unwavering optimism for Ripple and XRP. Most replies think Ripple and XRP are close to triumph and will likely moon shortly. After a protracted SEC-Ripple Labs dispute, XRP may shine sooner than predicted. The document shows lawyers joining and leaving the lawsuit. Both sides are ready for their ultimate clash. Others await news as the crypto world awaits the conclusion of the most famous crypto case. The crypto world is also awaiting Binance's asset seizure and the SEC's reaction to Coinbase's appeal. Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, has been vocal about the significance of the materials surrounding William HINMAN's 2018 address as SEC director. Garlinghouse has recently said that the papers will be well worth the wait. This observation was made in the last hours before their scheduled release. This was in response to a question from crypto YouTuber and XRP community member Jungle Inc. and was made by Garlinghouse. Out of pure curiosity, Jungle Inc. reached out to the CEO of Ripple for a reaction on the leak. Garlinghouse has said that he is prepared to elaborate on the papers, but only within reasonable parameters. He and Stuart Alderodi, Ripple's CLO, told Jungle Inc. that the records were worth the 18 months they battled to get them, despite the paucity of specifics. I really wish I could go into detail right now, but we've waited for almost 18 months, so I don't want to stomp on anyone's toes. To sum up, both Stuart Alderodi and I felt they were worth the wait that Garlinghouse revealed. In the immediate aftermath of the revelation, significant figure in the XRP community, Digital Perspectives, drew notice to it. You may recall that last month, Judge Annalisa Torres ruled against the SEC's request to maintain the confidentiality of the HINMAN papers. After the judgment, Garlinghouse said the attorneys are trying to make the materials public. In any case, the court has set the paper's release date on June 13 per the requests of both sides. The substance of the very controversial materials is now anxiously awaited by the public. Both Garlinghouse and Alderodi have emphasized the importance of the papers, which has piqued the interest of the general public. Garlinghouse said earlier this year that the public would be stunned by the SEC's actions if the records were made public. The Crypto Basic from last October said that Alderodi again stressed the significance of obtaining the papers. The CLO of Ripple has acknowledged that the company spent nearly 18 months battling for these funds, but that the effort was well worth it. The materials will not alter the Howard analysis, as pro-XRP attorney John Deaton recently stated, but he did warn that they would highlight the issues with extrapolating from the past to the present. Deaton said that the papers will assist Ripple and Coinbase in gaining public support. The pro-XRP lawyer also stressed that the HINMAN documents might prompt bipartisan cooperation from Congress to assist regulatory clarity. A measure to reorganize the seat and oust Chairman Gary Gensler has been introduced by U.S. Representative Warren Davidson.